It's yet another beautiful day, and of course, you are watching Business Today. And on the Trade Zone today, we have a very beautiful lady who is going to be telling us more about business.
Thank you so much. My name is Brenda Luiga. I'm the Donor Engagement and Communications Officer at Habitat for Humanity Uganda.
What is micro housing all about, Brenda?
Micro housing is all about trying to see low income families being able to get a decent place to call home. When we talk about Habitat, our vision, first and foremost, is a place where everyone has a decent place to call home. And our aim or mission is basically to eliminate poverty housing in Uganda. If you look positive back, or most of the statistics in the news today, housing deficit is about 2.1 in Uganda. There is a growing demand of about 300,000 housing units that need to be constructed every year. So when you look at all those coming up, you start have to look around what are the key strategies that we can have to curb this growing deficit out of Uganda. Now at Habitat, there are actually 4 strategic interventions. We would be the housing microfinance, that actually will be sharing more in detail. We have the vulnerable group housing program. We have the market systems, and we have the urbanization program. Just a little bit of each, so that all the viewers also get to know what it is. With the vulnerable housing group, we actually target vulnerable communities who cannot afford anything and basically are in their need for a house. These should be actually identified by their community members, these, or maybe their local leaders, and the current house they are living should be in their need to, if you actually see that hut, the house we're building is for those people living in that particular hut. You could see affordable, there's no privacy. In a day where parents have to share the same room or anything. So basically, those what they call abateyamba, we build for them for free. And then we have the housing microfinance, where we target low income earners, maybe between 200 to 500,000, or the corporate poor, as nowadays they're being called and referred for. So these ones, basically, with our housing microfinance that we have in Buyuke, Lugazi, and Luwero, we develop products, or we give them loans of between 2 million or 200,000 to 5 million that are payable within 2 to 6 months.
You are talking about a loan here. How much do we look at a loan, and which bank do we go to?
What I had to stress is that there are 2 ways. We, as Habitat for Humanity, we are directly giving out the loans through the retail process at Lugazi and Luwero. And then we also have a partnership with the other banks, whereby we are actually not fully influencing them to give out the loans. We develop a product for them, we share it with them. If they have a buy-in, that is when they can come on board and actually also have this. And we're lucky to say at least we have 3 banks that have come on board. We're lucky to say that we have Centenary Bank, we have Opportunity Bank, and we have Pride Microfinance. So with those 3 banks, the general criteria, or maybe for one to have that loan, is are they a regular customer with them? Security is still very, very minimal from the traditional mortgages that we do have. One of the things is security could be household shuttles, a TV, could be also land documents again. Do they have a sales agreement? Do they have a chibanja? This, if you notice, are different from the traditional collateral securities that we used to have. Then number 3, do they also have a cash flow? Are they earning a living? Can they be able to demonstrate that they can pay back this loan? But the beauty of this loan is for someone earning as low as 1,000 shillings a day can be able to access this loan.
In all businesses, we have challenges, and of course we have successes. Before we go to the challenges, I'd love to know the successful houses maybe you have constructed, or the successful parts of Uganda you've been to, and you also stand and say when you go to Masindi, you'll be like, oh, okay, that was under my organization. What are those successful points you would love to tell us?
Oh, I'm glad to report that our success is actually wide. If we just go into vulnerable group housing, at least over 760 houses have been built. That is tracing back 2010. If I'm to trace back to from 1982, you'd find like 15, 20,000 houses have been built, benefiting over 240 people. When you come into housing finance, just the last year to date, over 2,500 people directly accessed our funds from Habitat for Humanity. And if we talk about the partnerships, that is Centenary, Opportunity, Pride, over 3,500 people have been able to access these loans across Uganda. When you come down to our partners of NCOT, I should stress over 500 to 600 loans have been able to families have been able to access these these loans to improve their families or their houses. Just like any housing microfinance or business institute, one, competition. Yes, we have the SACCOs, we have the MFIs, we have the money lenders. Their procedures are quite short, not hectic. And then comes us, where we want security. So in a way, that is a little bit of a challenge, the competition. But I would want to encourage them that our loans are actually meant to improve or to enable people access decent shelter. So in the long run, however much we ask for that little security, it is basically to pay back, or it has a social mission to try and see that we have access to decent shelter.
As we conclude the show, as we conclude our business show, of course, I would love you to give us a tip to a person out there trying to sell mangoes or pineapples or bananas. And these are the people that get income each and every day. What tip would you give them?
For the informal working sector, save, save, and save. Because the little you save, like the proverb goes, one makes a bundle. True. Yeah. Then to the financial institutions, housing microfinance is the way to go. It is affordable, it is sustainable, and has the demand.
That's what we had for you today on Business Today. Sheila Kahunde.